much you looked against Texas Tech to be a little bit more comfortable, playing a little faster. How much is the thinking kind of going away as you're now, 5 games into this thing?
Yeah, I definitely think being 5 games deep now allows me to be more free out there, be able to get back to how I'm used to playing. I think at first a little bit I was a little hesitant on what I needed to do and whatnot, just because it's a new defense to me and a new position really. So I think now that I'm in game 5, I'm playing a lot more freely and being able to make a lot more plays.
You had to chase Taj Brooks around there in Lubbock. Now, R.J. Harvey, different looking guy, but he gets his yards too. What have you seen, and what do you think about him?
Yeah, both great backs, and I think this week we really just, with the bye week and everything, we had a little extra time to prepare, to focus and lock in on the run game mostly, because we know Taj Brooks had a great game against us, and we don't want that to happen again. So really locking in on the run and being more physical in that aspect.
Obviously, there's an uptick in competition talent from the FCS level. When did you kind of realize that uptick that you were going to face, and how big of a difference has it been?
I think just getting here and practicing against our own guys and our offensive line is really when I noticed it, how big our offensive line is compared to the offensive line that I'm used to going up against. But to be honest, I think it's really just the size, and then in the skill position you got faster guys, but for me it hasn't been too much of a change.
KJ Jefferson, he's a guy about your size. Donovan Smith, I guess, is the closest to him. Is that what you see, in having to chase down a bigger quarterback?
Yeah, big physical guy for sure, and he likes to run it, and he's not going to avoid contact either. He likes to lower his shoulder and get those extra yards that way. So I think just taking him on as if he's a running back is kind of what we're going at. So yeah, just being physical and getting to him.
You ever tried to tackle a quarterback that's a couple biscuits from an offensive lineman?
I think I have. I think I've played another quarterback at Central Arkansas that was pretty big. I just can't remember exactly who, but it's pretty unique.
You had this last week to kind of watch the UCF Florida game. How much did that help with your preparation for this coming week?
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that game. I think that Florida did a really good job communicating. Really, it was the biggest thing I saw on the defensive end, communicating and letting their guys know what was about to come, what was about to happen. And I think after watching a bunch of film, us guys can kind of figure out, anticipate what play is about to come. And I think the biggest key for us is to communicate that to all the players on the defense, so that we're on the same wavelength and that we can play together as one and stop the run.
How close does it feel like this defense is to figuring it out? And probably, if you look at the 2 games before, Miami and Houston, things were trending in the right direction. Setback against Texas Tech. Does it feel like it's close?
Yeah, I would say that we're all on the same page here. We all know that what we got to get done, and I think we just got to do it. We got to focus. We got to take the rest of this week to lock in on the little details and everything. And so when it comes to the game, it's nothing for us, and we can do our jobs.
Do you guys watch the Storm at all, or have you just focused on football?
Honestly, I had no idea about the Storm because nobody here is talking about it, but my family was a little concerned about it, and they've brought it up a couple times. But as far as I know, I'm going there to play a football game.
Cool. Any other questions? Thanks, buddy.